Puri fluff. Welcome all of you to my YouTube channel once again. Today I'm going to be making Poori Masala. Now this is one thing that I really don't like that much. The puri, that is, because of childhood trauma. My mom used to make puri and something called sabji. My father was in the military, so he had been all over India and she had gone with him. And yeah, she picked up some of the recipes from there. And one of them was the sabji, which was, I don't know, I just couldn't accept it. It was sort of oily. Like it had flavor, but it was something that there was an after effect. You eat it and after 2 hours, you feel the taste again. So that sort of threw me off. It wasn't the puri, okay? It was the combination, puri and that sabji. The oil from the puri and the oil and the other stuff, the masala from the sabji, a combination that just threw me off. So if I had a choice between eating puri and something else, I would have always chosen that other thing, not puri. But I thought I will show you my version of this puri and sabji, how I make it. It should be good because it's not a combination with the sabji. So let's see how this is made. Okay. So for the sabji, I'm using 2 potatoes. I'm going to boil it. Now, one thing, when you're boiling it, wash the potatoes. If you're boiling it with the skin, even if it says pre-washed, wash it. You don't know what's on top of that. So I'm going to boil these 2 potatoes with some salt until it is very soft. And then we'll peel the skin, mash it a bit, and then mix it with the masala. Adding the salt, just need about 2 teaspoons. You don't need much. When you make the masala, you would add more salt. Our potato is cooked. If you poke a toothpick or a skewer, it just goes through straight in. For the puri dough, I'm using 1 cup whole wheat flour, half cup all-purpose flour. I'm not using atta. What we used to do in the old days is using just the wheat flour. So you get the whole wheat, get it milled at a mill, then you sift it to get the husk out, and then use that for the puri. But our whole wheat flour has some husk in it, so it's not going to be exactly as what you used to do in the old days. That's why I added half a cup of the all-purpose flour, just to get a mix properly. And you add salt. If you don't want salt, that's fine as well, because the masala will have the salt. I'm adding about 1.5 tablespoons of melted butter, melted or room temperature. You can put oil instead of butter. And you just mix it a bit. Then you add lukewarm water, little by little. Don't add all at once because you don't know how much you're going to need. You just mix it all together. Even if the water is a little bit too much, what you can do is just add a little bit more flour. You can use a machine to do it, a dough kneader, not a problem. But I like to do it by hand. Almost there. Now what mom used to do is make the dough and just go like this. Gets the softness. Now this is a little bit softer, watery than it should be, but it's going to sit for about 10-20 minutes and it should dry up to the proper consistency. Even this is fine. You just dip it into some flour when you're rolling it. There. All done. That's our dough for the puri. I'm going to cover it and let it stand. And we'll make our masala and then make the puri. I'm just going to cover it with a steel plate. It doesn't touch the dough. We'll be back. So we're going to need all of these to make the masala, which is ginger and garlic, onion, green chilies, and for tempering, dry red chilies, mustard seeds, and curry leaves. Along with this, we're going to have salt, turmeric powder, and chili powder. So let's cut this up to make the masala. Okay, I have the onion sliced, the green chili sliced. Now these green chilies are not that spicy. That's why I took this much. So it's mostly for flavor. It's got a little bite to it, but we like to add some chili powder to get more spicy. And then the ginger and garlic I have chopped up and then crushed. Crushed gives out that extra flavor rather than grinding it. Why do we grind and make a paste in most of the times. The reason is if you chop and crush, you get the little pieces, right? So it is there in the masala. Some people don't like to bite into it. So if you don't like to bite into it, use the ginger garlic paste. Otherwise, use crushed. Now, this is not the correct proportion for the ginger garlic paste. For the ginger garlic paste, I would have more garlic. This one is just 2 cloves of garlic, just to get that hint of flavor to it. So if you're using ginger garlic paste, make sure the garlic is less. You don't want too much garlic into this masala. We have the potatoes peeled and mashed. So we don't want it too mashy. We need pieces for the masala. Let's see how the masala is made. So we're going to make the masala, coconut oil. So we'll temper first, then saute the ginger, garlic and onion, and then do the rest of the stuff for the masala. So the oil is almost hot. I'm going to put the mustard seeds. There we go. It is going to crackle. Cover it up so it doesn't splatter all over. Once it's crackled up, add the dry red chilies. Add the curry leaves. Add the onion. And the ginger and garlic, and saute. You don't want the onions to be really sauteed. As long as it becomes soft and translucent, that's fine. One thing I forgot to mention with the ingredients is the tomato. Now you can make the masala without the tomato, but I wanted to make it with the tomato, but I forgot to mention it. Adding our green chilies. Tomato is getting a little bit mushy. At this time, we will add our turmeric powder and some chili powder. Turmeric powder is a little bit more than the usual curries because the masala is a little bit yellowish color. You need that extra turmeric powder. We add our mashed potatoes and we mix it. Now so far we haven't added the salt. We'll add it at the end. The potatoes should have a little bit of salt because we put it into the boiling water. Now this is dry, so you add water. This water is the water from the boiling the potatoes. Just add that. If you want more water, gravy, you can add water. I'm going to add a bit more. Now the water level is to your liking. If you want it more gravy type, you can. If you want it dry, you don't have to put that much water. Let me check the salt level as expected. Not salty. Ah, nice flavor. So I'm going to add needed salt. Then just mix it. I'm going to turn off the heat, and that is our masala. One thing extra you can add if you want is coriander leaves at this time. Just sprinkle. I'm not going to do that. I just want it without the coriander leaves. It is super tasty, just like this. Now we'll make our puri and then do a combo test. Our dough, nice and soft. What we need to do is make small balls. I'm going to make small puris, not huge. So about that size. Okay, so I'm just going to make 4 of them first, and to show you guys, we need dusting flour. I'm using the whole wheat flour. Why? No particular reason. It's more healthier. Coat it. Well, if you're Malayali, you would know how to make this. And just roll it. Shape, does it matter? No. You don't want it too thick. You don't want it too thin either. Let me check if the oil is ready. Oil is almost ready. Put the puri. There we go. Puri fluff. So you take it out when it's sort of golden. We have the puri. Look at that. All still fluffy and crisp. It's been sitting there for probably about half an hour while I made the rest of the puri. So it's still crispy. And our masala. There we have it. Puri and masala. Now, the best part of tasting it. Puri and masala. As I said in the intro, not one of my favorite. So if that's the only thing to eat, I will eat it. But if I had a choice, I would put this aside and then take the other stuff. Having said that, let's try this. It's still crispy. I guess you can hear. Okay. with the masala. Gotta tell you, yeah, I can eat this. Okay, no problem. It's so tasty. So my puri phobia is gone for this one. I still may have it if I buy it from the store or somebody else makes it. But this, people, is the best. You just have to try it to believe it. Just the puri. So good. You can just keep on eating just the puri. You don't need the masala. Okay, but masala, super as well. So I hope you enjoyed this delicious combo. Well, I'm enjoying the deliciousness. I hope you enjoyed seeing the video. If you did, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up, share with everybody, and if you haven't done so, subscribe. You can share it with people on WhatsApp, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, anywhere you feel that somebody else might like it, might want to try it, might want to see it. Okay, share it. Until next time, I come up with delicious videos. You know what I mean. Happy cooking!